Welcome in, everyone. I'm Taffany. There's a bee. My goodness, so well. All right. Well, anyway, everyone, welcome in. I'm Taffany, and this is Tika's Gardens. And today I am going to be doing a few little chores around the garden. I'm going to fill in some empty spaces with liriope grasses. I'll show you those. I'm going to be trimming the seed heads off of my onions, and I'm going to be working with my herbs, kind of, breaking them up, peeling them off of the stems. I'm going to make a dried herb blend. And so I'm going to get started with that. And I'll show you how I collect the onion seeds once I trim the heads off as well. So that is the task for today. For sure, I'm going to trim the onion heads and replace fill in my empty spots with the liriope grasses. If it doesn't rain, we will get to the herbs. So that is hopefully the plan for this morning. But anyway, I'm going to show you where I'm going to be filling in the empty spaces. I'll show you the onion seed heads that I'll be pulling off and all that. So let's get started with that. Let me take you and show you around with where we're going to be working, what we're going to be doing. All right, before I show you where I need to fill in the liriope grasses, let me show you the little seed pods, like you can see on that one. And there's a few more on here, but here are some heads that are full of seeds, as you can see. So we need to get those trimmed off. And as we come over here, you can see I've got a line of liriope grasses starting from the outer edge there and coming along the front. The one right here in this empty gap is missing, so we need to fill that in. And then as we come to the back bedroom garden, we have along the tree here with the Barbados cherry, an empty spot right there. So we're going to find a solid green liriope and a variegated one, and we're going to fill those in. And hopefully later this week, I will get a chance to get plants put around the circle bed. But yeah, let's go hunting around the garden for liriope grasses. Well, let's take the walkway. Since I have to work back there in the spring, whatever I dig up shouldn't be a big deal since we're not really working back here yet. So I have some green here that I can try to divide up. And then I have some variegated ones here. I've got a nice little end piece here. So you want to make sure you get, as much root as you can with these. And this one turned out really good. So now I'm going to try to get a little end piece from one of the grasses down here. I think one of these back pieces will work. Well, that didn't work out. Let's try another one. Let's see. This did not work out. You see how I did not get the root with that? So I'm killing some of these now at this point. So let's try over here in this spot. There are several varieties here of Lariapi. You're variegated in your solid greens, and I'll just pull a whole one up from here and just call it a day. So we've got a little drizzling going on. The skies are overcast this morning. I was afraid that we might get rain, even though the forecast was not showing it. But yeah, we're definitely getting some drizzling. So I'm going to go ahead and get this planted here and get the other Lariapi grass planted and start on the pruning, and we'll see how far we get. So let's get this in the ground. And the reason I have the grasses here is just for times like this when there are no plants around the tree. We still have some interest here. So now let's fill in the other space in the front here with this variegated Lariapi grass. Well, guys, it looks like the drizzling has stopped. The rain has probably stalled for a little bit. So I have this box here of dried herbs, and I am going to go ahead and kind of pick off the herbs here. And I'm just going to use this box to do it. And this combination of herbs, I think I'm going to do a mixture. This is going to be oregano and rosemary. So I'll just kind of mix them together and put them in the jar. But yeah, this is it. I just threw them in this box to bring them out. And usually I just kind of do this to it, or I slide down the branch. So that's kind of all I'm gonna do here, and I'm just gonna get this stuff done, and it's quite a bit, so I'll work on this and then show you what it looks like when I'm done. All right, guys. Well, I have done the herbs. I got most of them. I had a lot more of the Texas marjoram than of the rosemary and oregano. So I've got that sitting aside, more of it aside to dry. But let me show you what it looks like. All right. So I'm going to do an herb blend. I need these to dry a little bit more, so you can see, but this is a mixture of oregano, rosemary, and marjoram or tarragon. So that is that. And here are the onion. And you can see inside, I've got these seeds. Step back a little bit. So they're black seeds. They're a little hard, kind of rock-like feeling. And basically, to get the seeds out, I just kind of squeeze. So you see, that's it. Just kind of squeeze. And there's a bunch of the black seeds in there. So my other camera ran out of charge, so I have to get this one. But yeah, I think I'm going to call it quits. It did not end up raining today so far, but it is definitely overcast and looking like it wants to rain. And it has a wonderful breeze. This feels so good. Oh my goodness. But anyway, guys, that is it for today. Thank you for joining me in the garden. We've got the onions cleaned up. We're collecting the onion seeds. We've got some of the herbs, uh, pulled off of their stem. So I'm going to let them dry just a little bit more. I want them a little bit drier. And then I'll put them in my dry blender and kind of blend them together to make an herbal blend. And I typically save my spice jars and stuff so that I can use them for my herbs. And then I also bought some glass spice jars from Amazon that I use as well. So, yeah, that's going to be exciting to use that. And we've got the Liriope grasses in. So I think that is going to be it for this morning. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.